Greetings everyone, Brett here with Hammerhead Model Making, back with another 5-minute review. And today we're going to be looking at Kinetic's CF-188A. This is the Canadian version of the F-18A, and this is done up in the 2017 Demo Team library. Alright, so this is my first Kinetic kit that I am looking at and reviewing. And upon initial inspection, it looks quite nice. You can see the engraved detail is quite sharp and clean, and you get plenty of panel lines and rivets. But when you start taking a look at some of the other parts, not so great. So look at the clear parts here, and you can see we've got large seam lines running down both of them, and the clear parts will all bag together, and so they are all scratched up. Kind of a disappointment. So they will need a little bit of work to get them clean and polished and looking presentable. Overall detail throughout looks pretty decent though. You can see there was plumbing inside the wheel wells and plenty of detail in the surface. The nose wheel gear is integrated into the fuselage and has no sidewall detail. You can actually see there's a little bit of flash up on top of the tails there. You do get 3 drop tanks, but no ordnance in this kit, as it is obviously a demo aircraft. You get separate tires and hubs. However, their construction kind of negates that them being separate. Decals are from Cartograph, so expect high quality, and these look fantastic. You do get a small bit of photo etch. Looks like you got the chaff and flare buckets, heads-up display, some belts for the seats, and a few other parts. Looking through the instructions, construction seems pretty straightforward and builds up in a typical manner. You can have the option of folded or extended wings. However, in order to do the folded wing options, you must cut the upper and lower wing sections. But they do provide separate parts for the wing fold joints and that area. So you have that option. Just know that there will be a little bit of minor surgery. You can pose the canopy and the speed brake in the open or closed position. You get your landing gear, lots of parts there. One of the nice things about this is you do get some templates for a portion of the paint job. So just keep that in mind, that you can either use templates or they actually provide decals for the white portion. So it's up to you. But the decals look fantastic, phenomenal. It's Cartograph, so you can expect the best. Carrier film looks sufficiently small. I mean, you can see it's got a lot of cutouts there. Careful application, but I think they'll look good. Clear parts, huge problem for me. I am really disappointed in the clear parts. They just look poor quality, and that seam running down the middle is gigantic. But generally surface detail seems pretty nice. I mean, you can see here close-ups, the rivet detail looks pretty good and consistent throughout the parts. The instrument panel, for example, this looks really nice. It's got a lot of good raised detail and will look good with a decal sitting on top of it. Vents and stuff on the underside of the aircraft look nice. And but I was noticing throughout the kit there is a little bit of flash, so just keep that in mind. Here's the nose gear well. Like I said, there's no sidewall detail on here, so if you want it to look top notch, you'll need to do a little bit of scratch building in there to really bring it out. Vertical stabilizer, again, lots of good detail, lots of good layers, and you can see the stiffener plates on the bottom, and lots of all of the control surfaces are posable. Main landing gear, lots of good plumbing in here, so and no ejector pin marks in there, so that's a plus. Those look pretty busy. You could still detail them up, but you are provided with closed burner cans, no open burner cans, but you rarely ever see the Hornet with open cans on the ground. More surface detail on the upper side. Again, there's a good appropriate amount of rivets and panel lines, but not overboard. It doesn't look overdone. And they look nice and deep. So overall, to give this final tally, I'm actually going to give it 3.5 hammerheads for the plastic quality. I'm going to give it 5 for the decals, outstanding, and then overall 4 out of 5. So I'm excited to build this kit down the road, and check me out on Instagram and see my updates there. See you on the next one. Bye.